You could thank me now.
What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the biggest bust in NFL history. I want to make an exemption to people like David Carr and Tim Couch because they were on an expansion team, which means they was never really given a fair chance to begin with. With that being said, guys, let's get started. Number 5. Robert Griffin III. Coming out of Baylor, RG3 showed to have all the tangibles and athleticism needed on the next level. Seeing this kind of talent, the Redskins knew they had to get him, and they was going to get him by any means necessary, guys. The Redskins sent 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick to the Rams to get him. While they enjoyed mild success for RG3 in his rookie year, due to injury and not knowing how to slide properly, messed up his potential NFL career. I mean, from being a rookie of the year to being a backup quarterback for the Ravens, we can definitely say that RG3 is a bust for sure. Number 4. Trent Richardson. After rushing for 3,868 yards and having 42 touchdowns at Alabama, Trent Richardson seemed like a safe bet for the Browns at the 3rd pick. And because typically running backs translate well into the NFL, the Browns felt they had a sure guy coming in. However, Trent Richardson couldn't run in the zone running offense, and it also doesn't stop here with him. He was able to convince the Indianapolis Colts to trade for him, costing them a first-round pick, which ironically for the Browns turned into becoming Johnny Manziel, who plays in the CFL. Number 3. Tony Mandarich, the incredible bulk. Coming out of Michigan State, the 6'6" guy who was 315 pounds was marketed as one of the best offensive linemen to ever come into NFL. What some people didn't know about Mandarich was he took every known drug in existence at the time. This guy was always saying, you're not supposed to be as strong as me, you're not supposed to be as fast as me, and you're not supposed to be as good as me. He was definitely more interested in becoming a celebrity than a football player. In the 4 years of being with Green Bay, Mandarich was never sober, so he proclaimed. He left the NFL to feed his drug addiction. What's even worse about this guy is that he was in the same draft class as Troy Aikman, Derek Thomas, Barry Sanders, and Deion Sanders, which makes him one of the biggest busts of the NFL of all time. Number 2. Ryan Leaf. The quarterback comparison of a lifetime during that time was between Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning. Coming out of Washington State, there were a lot of expectations for Leaf to exceed. Some people had Leaf going number 1 overall over Peyton Manning. In his junior year, he threw for almost 4,000 yards and 32 touchdowns. What's crazy about this is he actually preferred to be drafted by the Chargers, so he made known to the Chargers that that was his preferred destination. So ironically, he helped out the Colts in getting Peyton Manning. And while Peyton Manning is a two-time champion and a future Hall of Famer, Ryan Leaf has only played in 25 games, and he spent most of his career going in and out of jail. Number 1. Jamarcus Russell. Coming out of LSU, everyone saw Jamarcus as the next big playmaker in the NFL. The Rays chose Russell with the number 1 pick and would instantly regret it. This draft is even more highlighted by the great talent that came in. Calvin Johnson, Super Bowl champions, Beast Mode, Darrell Reeves, and Patrick Willis. Jamarcus was never able to duplicate his success from LSU to the NFL field. He only lasted 3 seasons due to his inability to stay in top shape, and one could say he had no motivation. The only thing he really cared about was his contract, which he was in dispute with the Rays for trying to earn $68 million, which he did receive. I like to say the word stole because he never really earned that money. And because of this, he's one of the biggest draft busts in NFL history because of all the wasted talent that he had and potential. Well, I hope you guys like my take on the biggest bust in NFL history. What other busts you think should have made this list? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, guys, I am out.